here. Holding the second paragraph in the Maharal, right about the midpoint, a little below the midpoint. It says that the Yana, he had 60 cities, and because they swore Shuas Emes, they were all destroyed. So he explains, Ki Mishma Godel Hanimtsoim Cholim V'Zoim V'Charedim. The great, his great exalted name, they trembled, various expressions trembling. Ultimately will destroy what settled the civilization, and to the point it will be desolate, because he's going, where was the Torah given? The Torah was given in the Midbar. Because the Shekhinah, nothing could coexist with Shekhinah. So anything which has structure, anything which represents physicality, automatically is negated. So the same thing, even if you swear truthfully, but if you use the name Hashem too often, so what happens? Whatever that location will be, ultimately will be destroyed. Ki hu yizborach, now very important. Ki hu yizborach b'shamayim, v'oretz nosal v'nei Odom. Hashem's location is Shemayim, the terrestrial level is given to man. Kasher shmo b'oretz b'chinom. If his name should be mentioned on the terrestrial level for not for a significant reason, sufficient. Bavur ki lo yizborach shitu v'latachtonim. What's considered not bechinom? Because God has an interest. So therefore we acknowledge and we say a bracha. Only when you must mention his name, when it's appropriate. What did God create the terrestrial level? For his honor. So we have to, to that degree, we have to acknowledge it. Therefore they legislate a bracha. So wherever they said you should mention the bracha, should be mentioned. But to mention it in a context where it's not necessary. Or a person is accustomed to swearing even truthfully. That has nothing with the chvodo. Therefore, it can't coexist. This is even if a person swears truthfully. So what would be if a person swears falsely with the Shem Hashem? What fire and water cannot destroy, a false oath would destroy. Meaning it brings a level of destruction. It goes beyond anything in the physical realm. Here it says, this chet, you shouldn't even mention it. You shouldn't mention that there's such a thing as shvua sheker. It says the world trembled, quaked when Hashem says you should not say his name in vain. How could a person not tremble when he goes and he articulates what the chet is? Person swears for no reason, it's punishment, it's liability. Hashem should protect us from this. You go ahead. No, of course not. No, there's nothing wrong. You think Shem Hashem in your mind. There's nothing wrong with it. You have to articulate it. A person swears truthfully and made a mistake. There was an incident. It was a semi-famine year. Shehifkid dinar zov eitzel almona. Famous Gemara. He had given a golden dinar to a widow. And she hid it in a barrel of flour. And she baked it into this is all inadvertent. She baked it mistakenly in the dough. So the golden coin was v'nosnu. So a poor man came. She took that bread that she baked, gave it to a poor man. So ultimately, eventually, the one who owned that dinar came to reclaim his gold coin. Return my dinar. Yehenes Samamovis, Omro Lo, Yehenes Samamovis, Be'echod mi Banea Shel Osa Isha, Im Nenes mi Dinorach Klum. This is unbelievable, Gemara. You hear this? He says, let one of her children die. Should actually be the equivalent of taking poison if she benefited as much as an iota from his coin. But you know what she benefited? The amount of flour that the coin took up in the loaf, that's the amount that she benefited from. And she said, understand, she said, if I benefit from it, her child should benefit from poison, should die. So what did she benefit from? You see over a person who swears truthfully. In her mind, she didn't take. She wasn't lying. And look what the liability was. Her son died. Person swears falsely, there's no question. There's going to be minimally that level of liability. If she swore truthfully, why was she punished? Mar says, because her benefit was the location where the dinar was, because normally that would have been flour. It would have been dough. The Gemara says a person truly believes something to be true, and you swear, and you believe you're swearing truthfully, you did nothing. So why is it a problem over here? Factually, she believed, she did steal the coin. She didn't benefit. So if that's the case, why was there such liability for her? Regarding her responsibility of a custodian, she should have been more careful. She should have watched it to a greater degree. And initially, she should have thought and contemplated, ultimately, if she doesn't have that coin, she's going to have to tobel the Yeshua. Tosa's not saying because she should have been more careful. It's like she said the name of Hashem deliberately. Vari matina b'haygav de pikoden. Came to Admonus pot elo de kano shoyel olios nizov lishmar yeshla onishma. Because she should have been more careful. Therefore, there's some degree of punishment. Yosin nir daigavno shenenis menel b'matino min ha'odem yeshua. Also, factually, she benefited from it. Factually, she swore falsely. Ki hechi. She didn't take into account. Let's say a person benefited. Let's say a person doesn't say anything than embezzling less than $100, not called stealing. And he says, I swear I didn't steal from you. In his mind, he knows he took less than $100, but that's not stealing. The woman should have thought maybe the coin was in the bread, and the amount of benefit was that little bit of dough that wasn't where the coin was. She didn't consider that's not called benefiting. It's so minuscule, it's not benefiting. So therefore, it's not a shuas emes. It's only based on her perception of value. That's not considered taking anything. I benefit from you. That's why was she actually punished? She benefited from the location of the coin, that amount of dough that normally she would have given to the Oni. She didn't give because the coin took the place of that dough. Okay. Welcome back. Baruch Hashem, you're able